Oh man, got some great rest last night. Feeling pretty good. A lot different than yesterday doing that self-assessment check. Feeling pretty good. So let's make sure we do the things. Give me that smashing like button and of course the bell if you're not already in our crew, you know, hook it up. I'm looking at looks like a headshot over there coming in RTY, sorry. A little bit distracted, super excited about the weekend coming up. Hope you guys are ready. Let me get settled in here. Gonna grab my coffee here and let's do this thing, shall we? We shall.
Fib dot, Nas.
Alrighty then. Let's do this.
Fib dot, Nasdaq on the twos.
Alrighty then, let's get into it. Starting up at the top highest time frames up here. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Are we gonna play this game? Hold on. Gotta arrange my screens. So top left, that's not the right. Hold on a second. Oh, the joys of live streaming. One moment, please. YM. Top center, RTY,
Delta
bottom,
cell
ES, top right, EQ. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're good. Everybody good? Everybody good. Alright. Watching RTY. We got this pink dot coming in up top. Shifting. Look at this. Right? Are we gonna go down? Are we gonna float? I don't know, but this is the hot one on my menu for right now. Looking up here at the top. Even look at RTY up on the top highest time frames, up on 7. Look at this. Highest time frame, wave is crashing here. We've got plenty of space down to the golden ropes. Okay, so you know, I'm anticipating now. All we need, make sure that we get pinpoint entries, that we have low heat entries, what we're looking for if we're going to take that all the way down. And right now we had this one up here again. I was trying to get set up with this stream, or I would have already tried to take a shot at this. Remember, we are still going against MACV, so I would have taken target 1, right? Everybody understand that? If you guys get that down below, type target 1 acquired. How about that? Target 1 acquired in our comments down below. And let's see what we can find here. I apologize for the little throat action.
Fib dot, Nasdaq on the twos.
And let's see what we can get here. Yeah, I definitely want to be looking for a short right now on RTY. There's a nice juicy target. See that one right down there? That is going to be used as a target, but I'm going to wait and see if we can get an entry point. Love to see this pop up a little bit. Take me an entry right there. That would be a red harmonic setup right there, plus timing. Again, right now, do we have timing on our side? Pop quiz. Ask yourself, if you're looking at this right here, do we have timing? The answer should be no. That is medium, right? That's a medium. Again, if I want to take a little swing at it, there's a little thing there, right? You know, little medium, no big deal. If I'm going to take the large entry, where is it? Over here, right? That's MLK. So projecting out in front, we know our timings. Again, one of the things that's different about us, being able to anticipate where things are going to occur. The thing that's a little bit tough here is that's small, right? The red, that is small. So I've got small timing on the 5s and medium timing on the smalls. So again, we're not ready to hit the big one yet. Make sense? Everybody see how I can anticipate that?
Nasdaq.
Everybody understand how I look at the markets with our system? Okay. Trade the market like a video game. Everybody's really playing a video game. They can pretend all day they're not playing a video game, but everybody's pressing buttons across the world, okay? We just have a cheat called ALGO Box. Get you some. Wow, this is very slow action right now. Other things to kind of help us out with Confluence over here on the right. Let me get you guys to InQ. Look at InQ here. InQ, oh, kind of doing the same thing. We've got the same, not the same red dot, but you know what I'm saying. We also have a red dot on our filter section, doubles here. This is the second red section. So if this continues, look at this juicy one right here. On the, okay, here we go, here we go. I need to go singles, breaking through here. Okay, try my first shot here. We got red dot up here, pink dot right here on king timing, large and king. Let's see if we can go push out a runner target to BRZ, and big runner would be down to there. I need to hear, hopefully, some. We need to hear some audio box kick in. Want to hear some big sellers get in on the tape with that. I got my finger over the self. I want to add, if I can add to this position, if we get going.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the twos.
And that's the wrong sound. That's actually on YM. I need to change that audio sound. That's YM giving me a, that is a green dot on YM. I'm missing my audio box. Why is my audio box not banging? Am I not connected to the room? Oh, my throat. Oh. Okay, we're breaking that dot a little bit. My finger over the close. Drop it.
Fib dot.
There we go.
NASDAQ
Red
on the
dot,
twos.
add to position. Okay. Let's see. I need to hear some sellers step in. Don't want to hear is buyers all of a sudden just start coming in hard and hop out for my first trade here. So again, trade tracking, if you're new with us, again, I don't think there's not a ton of people come in new, but yes, all right, reset my keys here. This is trade one. All right, there we go. Trade one. Remember, we're going for 5 trades, 6 if we get a bonus opportunity. And we are set up here. We've got, okay, there we go. There's my sellers. Let me hear one more bunch and I'm going to add to it, try to maximize this position. We're right at the open. All right, I'm going to add to position here. I wish I would have heard another set, but into target one, I will try to do that. I'm going to try to push this into the deep. If we drop hard, great. If we don't, all right, my stop is right up above the dots, right up above the dot
Fib
there.
dot, NASDAQ
We've
on the
got
twos.
MACV shifting with us. So we can try to get big, right? Big, small. Do I have, I can only go big if I've got MACV with me. Do I have, question up, question of the day. Do I have MACV with me? Yes. Look at the ALGO box. ALGO box. ALGO matrix. The ALGO matrix? ALGO matrix. Majority red here. I've got the big time frames coming with me. Let's see if we can get it. Mind you, the nervous part is that's the open line. Literally sitting at the open line. Yikes, we got a blue dot here. I'm going to take some off right here at the blue dot. Okay. Into the PRZ. That's a green PRZ.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ
Is it going to hit me?
Target
Thank
filled.
you. Okay, now, are we going to get the run? I see another PRZ right there. I'm going to go ahead and try to maximize my position now. I'm going to start to squeeze these in behind my original pink dot entry. Right there. And see if we can get some run on this. I'm here in sellers. I've got MACV with me. Look at that spot right down there. That's 15.09250. Way down there. We'll see if we go. Yeah, we're not guaranteed. Again, my system is not telling you, oh, the market is going here, but we've got a potential right there. If she goes, this is how I want to maximize my runners, okay? My system is very good at giving you target 1, target 2 on big and small, which means either 10, 15, or 25 tick targets, depending on if it comes off of this one. Then here, up here, if it's coming off of this range, we're targeting 15 to 25. If we're coming off of this only, I'm going to add to position. I got a cross coming in here, trying to maximize a win here. If we pop up here, I got to close it though, right? Stop now, mental behind that cross. We break up above that cross, then the position is done. Everybody get that? Finger over the close. Notice that I've got space to the king. Everybody see how I've got space to the king? I've got about 4 bars of space to the king timing. So, you know, I'd love to see this drop all the way through and, you know, in somewhere around there. Okay, yikes. Good push up here. That is a PRZ cross long in this spot. So I know that that's working against me on the lowest time frame. And we've got the open line right there. So it could be a magnet for this. So we may not be going anywhere, but I've got to give it a shot, right? I want to allow myself the opportunity to take a big trade. If you don't ever, you know, you give yourself the opportunity to get a big trade, you're never going to get one.
Fib dot.
Red
NASDAQ
dot, add
on the
to position. That now is a red headshot inside of a PRZ. It's a good opportunity to take a shot at it. We're turning at king. Yikes. Turning at king. My finger over the close. My stop for sure. Mental stop behind that cross. If we break the top of that cross, I'm closing it. I will take a loss right there on that. But trying to max out. If this one goes, it's going to be a big trade. If it doesn't, well, small. Hopefully keeping the small loss. Finger over the close. Yikes. I'm hearing buyers. Come on, sellers, step in. Let me hear you step. Let me hear you step. Where are my sellers at? Come on, baby. If you didn't immediately drop, I'm going to take some off here.
Filled.
I don't want to take any big loss here.
Target filled.
Okay, so I am now basically runners. I'm going to put this back. I'm going to do a hard stop back behind that in case it's, I mean, this thing just rips. You know how NQ can be. Let's see. Got that juicy drop right there. The king did not push it down. So if we're kind of hanging here, we might still be in this. You guys know what I've said around the open line, right? We can get this just consolidation, accumulation in that zone. I'm hearing buyers and okay, done. All right, trade 1. Tried to turn it into a big one, didn't get it. That's all right. 250 on trade number 1. Not too bad. Not great. Not too bad. Is there anything we need to mark in white lines? No. Don't see anything to mark up here. So about RTY, do I need to mark any white cross events? No, we're kind of lackluster looking at the, okay, I've got my finger over again. Let's see if we get another shot here. So we know what the zone is if we're drawing a box here. So
Harmonic pattern.
like?
NASDAQ
Right
on the twos.
here. This is the current zone around the open line. So if we have, this comes back in the zone, we'll talk about what we can do in this area. There is a multi PRZ here. 2 red PRZ is going to land right here. Here's king timing. I'm going to give this another shot. MACV is red. Multi PRZ. Multi. Okay. Stop is going to be above that PRZ zone. I got my finger over the cell. There's a green dot. I'm going to take it if it breaks. Break. Broke the green dot. That is equivalent to a red for me. That is a piercer entry on the green HMD short. Go. Large, we got plenty of space to king. I'd love to see that push through there. You know, obviously aware that we could push up in that area. I will close it if we come back up over that green dot zone. Again, I'm not going to be, you know, taking a big, I'm not going to turn in any big kind of losses here. Keeping it tight. Only trade number 2. Took a break of that green dot. We'll see if we get any more juice out of it. Drop it. Where are my sellers at? Uh-oh, I'm hearing buyers. See how it's clinging to that open line? But again, a distribution leg is coming. It's coming. You can feel it. For accumulation, the distribution's coming. See if we can catch it. Comes king timing, 2 bars. 2 bars. Buyers.
Fib dot. NASDAQ.
Red
on the
dot. Don't break. This is an HMD short on king timing.
Harmonic
I want to
pattern.
get short
NASDAQ
here. I'm going to
on
add
the
to
twos.
position. Okay. Little bit of some concern here. If we start breaking those dots, though, it's no longer an HMD. We've got king timing. A big move could come here. I just don't want to be on the wrong side of it. There's a PRZ target right here. I want to
Fib
take
dot
some off
target
inside of that
filled.
right there. There's target 1. No problem. I'm going to push this one out right here to target 2.
Harmonic
I'm
pattern.
sorry, target 3 down
NASDAQ
there.
on the 2s.
Let's see. I want to see that break inside. There's multi PRZ down there. I want to use that for the opportunity to maximize this potential trade. Yikes! I see a green dot over there on the MACV. I've got to respect that. MACV overall still red. Still should be with me. Otherwise, I would be closing up this position, right? If that was against me, I'd be out.
Fib dot.
Target filled. Excellent. I'm hearing sellers. Let's see if we get the drop. Remember, we have this potential all the way down if the big time frame is coming in, 15092.
Fib.
Green, blue dot. Let's see if she pierces. If she pierces, I'll add to position. Blue dot. Broken. Add to position. Oh, why can I not grab my stop? Thank you. Let me have it. Thank you. Get me down in there.
Target.
Boom! How much farther do I have? Did we get there? Okay, we're touching that line. We know Delta has come in this spot before. I'm going to pull this back. I will
Harmonic
close it
pattern.
manually
NASDAQ
inside
on the 2s.
for maximizing a position. Look at that. We're sitting on a cipher on the left-hand side. I've got to keep my finger over the close and not botch it today. No button slipping, Vinny. Look at that. You see that way down there? Let's see if it acts as a magnet to suck it down.
NASDAQ
Red dot,
on the
add to
2s.
position. Let's go. Nope, closing it. All right, I'll take it right there. Trade number 2. Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong with celebrating a win. Hold up. It's Friday.
That's what I'm talking about. Get you some.
Oh man, where's my thing? I cannot find it. Here it is. I gotta get that bound to a hotkey.
Target's filled. Oh, yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with celebrating a win. Oh yes. Hey, don't I have a Friday sound? Hold on. Where's my funny Friday sound? Here it is.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
think about that, Trump?
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, brother.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the tide.
Oh, yes.
Challenge everything. You can't touch this.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
Can't touch this.
You can't touch this.
Fib dot. NASDAQ
Hammer time.
on the Tuesday.
My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you.
Oh, dude, I'm totally gonna get a nasty copyright strike for that one. Totally gonna get a copyright
Fib
strike
dot.
for that one.
NASDAQ on
Don't
the Tuesday.
cur.
All right. Well, as long as they don't make it so that this video can't be shown, that would suck. Sometimes these guys, I don't know if MC Hammer is like nobody can use his music kind of thing, but goes. Okay, so where are we at in our count here? So we got trades 1 and 2. Right there. This is how you track it. If you're new with us, bing bing. Now I'm visually seeing. I got 3 more bullets left in the gun here, right? Bam, and of course the old bonus 6 if we get there, and that's a really good winner there. Liked it. And look at that blue dot being respected down there on NQ. All right. Let's see how we do here. Again, now, no need to force it. No need to force anything. I'm gonna have an NQ back on the menu here. Now, if we were MacV green, right, I would want to be taking that long right there, right? Everybody knows that. And I could have taken that blue dot long there. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, as long as you keep it for target 1, we're okay. Right, but what's going against you? Well, right now, MacV is solidly red all the way down to this position. We got to that. Remember I told you guys from the very beginning, like we're going to be looking for that for the big target. Now, again, I'm not saying guaranteed that this is always going to go right to that target. In fact, oftentimes, yeah, I'm not saying oftentimes, but you know, it does not always go all the way down there. But if we had the target, you guys see how we worked that position. And again, I didn't have to take heat and hold it all out and all that kind of whatnot. We just take the positions based on our entry points on the lowest time frames. Take it easy, small heat, maximizing your reward. Everybody get that? Everybody see how to manage through the bigger positions like that? Again, we can't force any trade to do that. We don't know when that trade is going to happen. We can't, you know, say, oh, it's going to be this one. Again, a lot of times, if it's not that one, it's okay. Again, we close out the position, maybe small targets, small little stops, no big deal along the way. But when you've got this big position coming with you, okay, MacV is in your direction, in this case red for us, you get that short and she keeps going. These are the ones that work, and this is what I'm telling you that ALGO helps you to do, is be able to visually see that and anticipate it with a very simple set of rules. Everybody understand that? If you guys get that, type me down in the comments, KISS theory, right? Hopefully everybody knows what KISS theory is. If you don't, if you are new or have not been around the world a bit, KISS theory is keep it simple, stupid. All right, comes from the official theory of Occam's razor. Occam's razor says if there are multiple ways to do something, the simplest solution is the best solution when the outcomes are the same. Now, not only are the outcomes not the same though, because quite frankly, our results are way beyond what other trade rooms are doing. If you guys look around, like look at our members, look at their members. Of course, their members probably won't be posting them anyways, but let's say that they were. Compare their results to ours. First of all, our results are better, but let's just say that you're going for a positive outcome. If you're in looking for a positive outcome in two ways, you've got the, you know, harder or simpler. If like both groups, if hypothetically two groups were able to make, in this case right now, $500 in 2 trades, okay, well, which one was simpler? At the end of the day, then Occam's razor says, which one is the simpler, more repeatable process? And Occam's razor says, ALGO and our system methodology, in my opinion, is better, according to Occam's razor. Okay, I'm hearing sellers. I got my finger over the sell here. I'm gonna dip my toe in the water short based on audio box and reds coming in, double dot red inside of PRZ. We got a PRZ target down below. Low of day is down there. Finger over the close if I'm wrong.
Harmonic
Closing
pattern.
it.
Nasdaq
Okay.
on the 2s.
All right, trade 3.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the 5s.
Little loss there. Large timing coming up. Might have an opportunity here. Ooh, I missed that right there. Yikes. That's an HMD to the long side. Up there.
Harmonic pattern. Nasdaq on the way.
All right, I gotta start paying attention or I'm gonna end up giving it back. Trade 3. I got 2 more left. 2 more trades to go. RTY, let me see on RTY. I feel like I need to draw up. I had some white lines I could draw up here. I would like to draw some up here, but really need to draw. So whatever. Oh wait, yeah we do. Okay, so I'll draw this one right here. So, oh, we need to get you guys on the right screen. That was a screen 5. Ugh, when I press 5, that comes up. Okay, so I want, you see this zone right here? F6. We got white lines galore coming in here. So we'll watch this spot here. Oh, there it goes. I'm hearing sellers coming again. I'm going to give NQ another shot, getting short on NQ. Come back over to screen 6. Oh my word, every time I got to get those off of my number keys and start using. All right, put one down at the low of day here. We need to see that break. If that doesn't break, then we're problems. Look at this. We got a headshot. Hold on a minute. Let me hear some more sellers. Uh-oh. Trapped. Hear the sellers. Come on.
Target filled.
Trying to push it out a little bit. Here we go. Here's my sellers. All right, I'm going to add to position here. Finger over the close. See if we can get to that low of day touch. Got all this going with us. We got a break of that cipher, meaning the cipher got wrecked, plus headshot back behind it on the higher time frame. Low of day and a couple of ticks here. Let's see. And again, maybe we get a, I mean, this thing can just flush. If we touch down there, and if there's a bunch of stops down there, that thing could just get wrecked and pushed through.
Target filled.
Excellent. Okay, I hear sellers. There's my PRZ target down there for the runner right there. See how simple that is? And again, you can always close it. There's nothing wrong. Taking the profits. Here we go. I'm hearing sellers. Come on, break them.
Fib dot.
Oh,
Nasdaq
shoot.
on the
Alright.
2s.
Nope, green dot showing up. Not going to do it. Trade number 4. Excellent. All right, so get a lot of this. We want to make sure we are really spending the time during our small account challenge to really feed into the education part here, right? So what are you thinking? Right here, boom, vision board. I got my 4. Can you feel the psychological component of this going, okay, I know I got 1 trade left, right? You guys feeling that? You're like, okay, I got 1 left. Do you see how like even just saying that to yourself like puts this additional level of like pressure? Now, some people think, oh, pressure is bad. You ever heard this phrase? Pressure makes diamonds? Think of it like that. Yes, now you're putting that pressure on you. Same thing that a manager actually puts on you. A manager, giving that pressure, that's actually what causes employees to be good. The manager themselves isn't necessarily like you ever heard like, well, my manager doesn't even know what I do. Well, it doesn't matter. The manager is actually there to put the pressure on you so that you do your job, okay? So the pressure is here. Do your job. All right, I've got my finger over the center. I might just scout this down. I think we're gonna go. I think it's gonna go. I'm gonna give it a shot here. I I think we're gonna keep going. Got my finger over the sell. I'm hearing sellers. Push it. Drop it. Drop it. Could be a trap. Always know it. Always aware. Yes, looks like it's coming right into a green PRZ, so I have to keep aware of that. Yikes, they're not breaking it. Oh, come on.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm not going to go against that. Alright, that's a loss. Okay. I mean, we could get long here. Did I have a delta? No, so I don't have a delta. If I had a delta right there, I'd be getting long. I need to see a delta shift if I'm going to get long with that. This is a double dot long with a power dot, and the target would be up here. This could be juicy. I'll consider it. Let me think here. I need to hear buyer's step. Buyers would have to step with it. Double dot, power dot. This is a long. However, what am I going against? I am going against MACV. Oh, I'm here. We are in king timing here. Something big is about to occur. You can just feel it. If we break those, I got to drop down to there. If we hang and I hear buyer step in and the delta shifts, then I can try to get long and big target way up there. Ready to see how I'm thinking through this? Okay, like, I don't know which one it's going to do here. I just got to, all we need to do is react. This is the video game, okay? Just react when you see it. We break through these, boom, I'm getting short. We start to push up, and I need to hear buyers. Remember, listen to the audio box. If the big buyers are coming in, good, we go long. If they break down, boom, we got it to the short side. We are past king timing. We're on medium up top. We've got this time frame dropping with us. Here, oh my word, another one. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, small stop right down below the dots here. Let's see if they hold. Very close. Okay, I'm hearing buyers. I want to see delta. Delta is getting big. Let's go. Oh, okay, there's a harmonic right there. I'm gonna pull it right back behind that. I'll give it a little space. Final trade here. Oh, don't wreck me. My finger over the close. Oh, come on. I might get wrecked here. See. Hold it. Hold it. I hear buyers. There we go. Come on. Where are my buyers at? Give me some more of those. Look at that delta. See how that delta? That's the biggest delta we've seen in a while. You see it? All right, I don't want to move my mouse because I need to keep it over the close if I'm wrong. Oh, oh, yikes. Okay. Oh.
Delta buy building.
Oh. I'm gonna stop. Oh. Get up. Get up.
Harmonic pattern.
Get up. Come on, RTY is going up. YM is going up. Why is NQ messing with me? YM and RTY both moving up. ES kind of turning up. Why is NQ playing this game? Oh man. No!
Exit.
Dadgummit. Look at this.
Fib dot.
Okay,
NASDAQ
what is
on the
going
Tuesday.
on here? Oh my word, how frustrating is that? So all of his little buddies, let's look at the big picture here. Look at all right now. Look, RTY pushed up, YM pushed up, ES even cranked right there, moving up. That's frustrating. It can happen sometimes. Like they all of a sudden they're uncorrelated. Are you gonna stop me out by the tick? No. I'm going again.
Harmonic pattern.
There we go. Come on, there's my buyers. Guys could have stepped up a little bit earlier, don't you
Fib
think?
dot. Nasdaq on the MACV.
Turds. I don't want to hear a seller step in again. Get up there.
Harmonic
See
pattern.
this?
Nasdaq
Let's go.
on the 2s.
Shark. Shark back play on the 5s. This is target 1 right here. I need to stop being greedy. I'm gonna take
Target
it off.
filled.
So that's target 1 on a shark back. I didn't even see that come in, so I was getting frustrated. Stop out there. Gonna happen. Okay. Do we have any more in it? I don't know. There's a PRZ target up there for a run. See if we get a run. Target 1. Fine, but see if there's anything more in it. Don't know. Curve the close. A lot of PRZs
Delta
right
buy
there,
building.
but that's the smallest time frame, right? We want to see those smallest time frames break. We want to see
Harmonic
those
pattern. Nasdaq on the 5s.
break through. This will be my final bonus trade, right? This is bonus,
Harmonic
and
pattern.
if we go, we go. If we
Nasdaq on
don't,
the
I'm
2s.
done. There we go. I'm hearing buyers. I want to take a note here. If you are 2-try rule, everybody understand? Like, again, get stopped out. I can do a 2-try. Everybody understand that? You get it? Down below, another note. Type in 2-try rule. Here comes king timing. Come on. Pick it up. Come on. Pick it up. Beautiful fake. Let's go. Oh, I hear sellers.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the 2s.
Oh, dead gummit. All right. Well, we might go short here. Hold on. Is it? Isn't it? It's... All right. I'm over trading. I can feel it. I'm just gonna leave it right here. Yeah. Oh, there's my sellers. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. I'm just gonna leave it right here. Right now, I can feel myself kind of getting out of pace. And okay, well, glad I didn't hold the long side, but should have probably held out for that short
Harmonic
side.
pattern.
And with the
Nasdaq
MACV,
on the 2s.
I kind of want to see this play
Nasdaq
out. Let's see
on
what
the
happens
2s.
here. If I'll be mad at myself later for not going, at least giving that one a shot. So weird how those started to get uncorrelated. Like the other correlated markets start pushing up, and NQ decides to not give it to daddy. That's an HMD short right there on a king timing. I'd gone ahead and thought it would have been real cool, right? The real play, really cool play there would have been for me to close that out, go ahead and get short right there. Also would have been really cool to have paid attention to see that that was a shark back long. First perfect to target one right there. Bam, enter there, exit there. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but on the 5s, that's a good distance. That's a good 15-20 ticks on the shark back play. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the shark back video on my website. It's like video number 4 on the website in the training section. Alright, it's just all droopy. Okay, so I thought something fun was going to happen there. It looks like it's still in slow motion. I'm going to get to it. Let's look at let's pull up our stats and see how we're doing here. Let's see. What does Trump have to say about that?
Look at this guy.
Yeah. What's up, Trump? What do you think about that?
We love you. You're very special.
Thanks, bro. All right. So what's today's date? We're at the 23rd and started our contest back on the 5th. Rate that. And
Fib dot. Nasdaq
okay, it was
on
at
the
the
Tuesday.
5th through today, 23rd. Alrighty then, that should do it. Oh, got you guys on the wrong screen. Let's go to center screen, please. There we go. Alright, so not doing too bad. 63% profitable. Remember, this is all the way to the beginning of the contest where, you know, Ross originally started this contest to do this on the 5th. Then he reset on the 12th. People have been like, Vinny, you're just trying to make it look cool. You're keeping it. No, listen, he did not reset his account. All he did was he stopped using leverage because, again, he teaches his students don't use leverage. All we're doing is demonstrating, look, here's how I teach my students, how you teach your students. Again, folks, I'm not saying either way. Look, if you want to do Ross's way and chase Momo bars in the morning and do all the stuff he's doing playing penny stocks, you can, right? You can go do his thing. Or we're just showing, well, if you're starting with a small account, here's how you do it with ours. Here's what we do. And, you know, yes, he tells his students, don't use leverage. Then he goes in and he's literally using 7 times leverage, you know, through his first week. And then, yes, he kind of got trolled for it. Sounds like his own members were like, hey, well, can you do it without leverage? So his reset that he's talking about started here. So that's why there's a difference in days. If you guys are like, well, why is he saying it's only day, I don't know, whatever, of his new small account challenge? Okay, so he called it the new one right here. So we'll show you apples to apples, compare to compare on both right now. Okay, so you know, percentage profitable, again, hold times fairly small, 63% profitable. Again, these are the two things I tell everybody to focus on right here. 63% profitable. Everybody really puts too much emphasis on this. I put all the emphasis right here on profit factor. Bigger winners than your losers. This is also great to have, but again, a lot of people have a high percentage, but man, like this profit factor, right? They're like, they do well for a while, they're taking little small wins, but their losers are so big. Again, that's a losing formula over time, in my opinion. So that's from those dates. Let's go to, so on the new account challenge that he's saying, so that's going to be, we're at 9,693. Those are profits, not my account size. This is over the 2,500 that we started with. Okay. 65%, 2.83. Again, stats are fairly close. Again, still pretty consistent. Now, again, am I being like, oh, look at, you know, this is a big long time frame. Look, this is only a couple of weeks of stats here. So, you know, this is not enough stats to be like, this is the full stats for anything and everything. You know, these mean more as we progress forward, right? Hopefully everybody gets that and understands that. Look at the analysis overall. You know, everybody loves to see the big green mountain, you know, but again, this, until we start pushing, you know, lots of time here, a couple months in, you know, just keep going, we'll see. But again, we're out here to do, you know, focus on the education parts, really just trying to, you know, I'm trying to speak through this stuff. It's difficult to do that out on live stream in real time while you're trying to talk through, especially with ours. Our system is definitely, you know, not as easy to come out and, you know, do, because we're attacking the market like a video game. You know, reaction times and all that kind of stuff that really, you know, that really matter. And so yeah, that's that. So again, over here, you're tracking your 5 trades, bam, 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 bam. Those can happen fast. Me trying to talk through it, I really am trying to do that. You know, I've never done a small account challenge in the 5 years that we've been out there. Never really saw the need or necessity to do it. This is really not necessarily a necessity. We've got, you know, a lot of people asked, and because Ross is going to do it, it's like, hey, can we just show what it would look like? So hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. I don't want to beat that dead horse. All right, let's go. So other things we might want to look at. Max drawdown. Okay, so where was my max drawdown? So we had significant drawdown on the 21st. That was at FOMC day. But you know, our max drawdowns, there's not like some big, you know, bone crusher in there. Good thing to see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I was like, wait, we had a bigger drawdown than that. Let's go all the way back to the first week. The first week we actually had the largest drawdown. I think it was over 2,000. Yeah. So interestingly enough, remember I said too in one of my videos, we had, you know, what I call the windfall effect. In my, you know, my biggest day, back to back with my, you know, biggest drawdown day, right? This just happens. People, you'll see this a lot, and you've probably experienced it yourself if you traded for any period of time. I don't know, you know, there's not really a way to avoid that. If you mindset, like set yourself to be like, okay, I gotta be super careful that next day, which is how we teach it. If you have a big windfall day, the next day, just tell yourself like you owe the market double tomorrow. So maybe either don't trade that day or have that mindset and change and be extremely risk averse the following day. Now, did I think that on day one of the contest, being like, oh yeah, you know, because again, I pretty much crushed it on day one. It was like a $2,000 win day, right? But again, that's not like a $10,000, $20,000 day, something like that really stands out as a windfall. But technically speaking, from a small account, that was a lot, right? That was a big day, so I should have mentally done that. So if I'm critiquing and looking back on my own stats, which is what you guys should do too, look at your stats and talk about these things to yourself, and so that in the future you can improve. That's what we're doing here. So I'm making my own, you know, judgmental analysis of, man, you know, I could have probably avoided that bigger drawdown. Although, again, to my credit, I'm gonna say that was also FOMC day. So, you know, keep that in mind. And I did trade that in the afternoon right after the 2 o'clock news event. And I knew I wanted to do that. I wanted to get in on the volatility of the FOMC and just got wrecked on literally like my first 3 trades right as that came out. So it happens. Okay, so if you guys have questions of something that I missed on this, you know, let me know if there are things. How about a good one is half hour of day? Like, where are we? That's the one I want. We want the... Oh, I'm like, my Maverick. I'm like, why am I'm on the max adverse excursion. There. So, okay, so there we go. I was like, this is the one I'm looking for. Half hour of the day, and let's do it by, yes, entry time. So entry times, yeah, there it is. So 2 o'clock, that was, you know, the worst spot so far. Although that's, I don't know. In the afternoon is actually my best time to trade, and you can actually see that in my stats. Right there, here's my morning sessions. We have traded the lunch session, I think only once. But these are things to know, like when are you doing well? You know, take these stats, track these stats as you are, when you're first coming into our crew, doing your sim account practice, all the market replay practice stuff, know what times of day that you are doing well. And there's a lot of factors that can go on that we talk about in our training. So that's my half hour day of the week. Let's see if there's anything there. Okay, Wednesday, interestingly enough, well, it's FOMC is on Wednesdays, right, 2 o'clock, so no surprise there. Again, this isn't, you know, a big set of data for trend, but where we currently are, just keeping up with the stats as we go along. So just today, how did we do today? So the 23rd. So after commissions, 509, and where's our profit factor? Okay. Yeah, not super stellar today. Didn't get over 2. 1.87 though, profit factor with a 65% profitability. That's a good combo. Time in, all there. That looks good. Long trades, couldn't get anything out of that long. I mean, I kind of did, but there we go. So that's where we're at in the small account challenge. Hopefully you guys are getting something out of that, getting some good feedback that you guys are, so I'm happy to hear that. So yeah, we'll leave it right there. Happy Friday, everybody. I will catch you guys on the flip side. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and the rest of the gang. Trying to find that Friday button.
It's Friday.
Oh yeah.
Friday.
Let's send out that big H-Town. See ya.
In a world of scammers and shammers, there arose one demigod to wreck them all. Making, trading, great again.